Hey guys, this is Kristen, the Small Biz Mama, and I want to talk to you today about what a day looks like during tax season. Um, I, it's funny because when I worked for other people, and I saw these tax accountants working, 100 hours a week, I just knew that that was not for me, right? That's not how I wanted to run this show. And so, when I first started my practice, I said, okay, I'm not going to work more than 40 hours a week. Because at any time during the year, because, that's just that's not what I wanted for my life. Right. So now that Eric is here, I'm trying to limit my work time, to about 30 hours a week. And so what does that look like for me? So typically what that looks like is it looks like, we get up in the morning, and remember that Jeff is home. So this is super, super helpful, to have Jeff here to help with everything. But so what we do is, we get up in the morning, Jeff showers, I shower. Typically while I'm in the shower, Eric wakes up, Jeff gets Eric going. We do breakfast together. We, just kind of get, we get all the morning stuff done, that you need to get done. And then I usually head up to my office somewhere around like 8:30. If we're running really behind, like 9:00. And so I work usually from 9 to noon, and I try to take a 10-minute break every hour, run downstairs, check up on the boys, hug Eric, do a little bit of play with him, and then go back upstairs, and get some more work done. Eric typically goes down for a nap around noon. And then Jeff and I will both work from noon until the time Eric wakes up, which Eric is an amazing sleeper. So he will usually sleep until about 3. And so I will get I usually take a break for lunch, practice piano, and then go back upstairs and work from like 1 to 3 when Eric wakes up. And then I'm done working for the day. So at that point, what we'll do is we will, Eric and I will do an activity. We'll do a snack. I'm the parent that's typically a little bit better at like navigating messy activities. So if we're going to paint, if we're going to play with water, if, we're going to do something messy, that's typically on my time. So, we love to do activities like that. And then, typically Jeff is done working for the day somewhere between like 4 and 4:30. And so then we'll start making dinner together. We'll start kind of transitioning into the evening. And really, I mean, from the time that Eric wakes up until the time Eric goes to bed, it's family time. And then once Eric usually goes to bed, we usually start doing bedtime routine. Now he's 25 months old. We start doing bedtime routine around 6:45. And that's usually go upstairs, brush teeth, go potty, put on pajamas, and get, do story, do cuddles, tuck in for bed, and then, go to sleep. So all of that usually takes like, 15 to 25 minutes, somewhere in there. Sometimes story time takes a little bit longer than other times because he gets inquisitive about the books, and we're pointing things out, and he's doing letters, and, so, we really try and encourage that with him. So we don't want to rush through, story time. So then Jeff and I usually go back downstairs, and from there, I really try to relax in the evenings. So, sometimes I'll read. I typically don't read business stuff. I typically will read, I'll usually read one of my magazines, or we have a Nintendo Switch, and we have a subscription where you can play all the old Nintendo NES games, which that was like my first video game system when I was 9 years old. So, so that's kind of fun to kind of wind down and play that. Like play the old Mario games or Tetris or something like that. Some evenings we just kind of like hang out and chill, and talk and hang out and dream. Sometimes we'll watch TV together. We've done like some planning and stuff, after Eric goes to bed. But I typically try not to do any like hardcore work unless like I'm on a deadline, and I'm behind. But I've been doing a lot better with kind of keeping up with everything. It's real, like, one of the things I say over and over again is that I waited too long to hire a team. And so having a team that kind of swoops in and tells me what I need to do is super helpful. It really is. It's really, really awesome. Because it's just one less thing that I have to manage, so I really love that piece of it. It's awesome. And then one thing that we really try to do is we try not to stay up too late. Sleep is critically important for me to be able to function. And so, we're so lucky that Eric is a great sleeper. We're just so lucky that he is. And he always has been. And so for us, he will usually sleep until like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. And so we try to make sure that we get to bed early enough so that we can get a decent amount of sleep before Eric wakes up. So, I think, we try to keep the pace of our day really relaxed, right? So even on days when there's a lot going on, I'm always taking my 10-minute breaks. I'm taking time for lunch. I'm doing something, creative in the middle of the day. Like I'm practicing piano in the middle of the day. I'm trying to get in time to read, even if it's a magazine, just something to kind of, relax my brain a little bit. And doing all those things is super, super helpful. Just to kind of get my brain in the right place. So, I hope you found that helpful, right? If you have any questions about my schedule, how we manage our schedules, what it's like to have your spouse at home, working together, let me know, shoot me a DM. I'm happy to talk about all that stuff. Because I really want you to feel like you're not alone in this journey, and that you have somebody to go to when you have questions. So, thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon.